Do you ever feel like your business is a mess of all these puzzle pieces, and yet you don't really know how to make them all work together?
Stand by, Chewie. Here we go. Cutting the sublight engines.
I'm Amy Walker, small business strategist, and thanks for stopping by the channel. If you're new and here for the first time, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell notification so you can get notified every time we release new content. So when I was a new entrepreneur, I felt like I was chasing puzzle pieces. It would be like I would learn a new idea or a new strategy, and I would say, oh, okay, social media marketing, I'm going to do that. All right, so next up, I am going to do email marketing. And then, oh, I should be creating video, let me create video. And I need a sales script, let me have a sales script. And that was like I had all of these pieces, but they weren't working together to create a comprehensive business plan that worked and generated clients on a regular, consistent basis. And that's kind of the whole reason why we do this thing called business. So what we're going to dedicate today's video to is what are the pieces that you need? What's the foundation you should build first? And then how do you add in some of those other components to it in order to make sure that your business is working? If you've been feeling like, I have all these things, I've spent a lot of money for people to build me these things, but it's not consistently bringing clients, then this is the video for you. And when you leave, you're going to understand the order, you're going to understand the foundation of what you need to have in place, and then how to try out new things and when in order to make your business successful. So we are compliments of Baby Yoda Star Wars today because my kids love Star Wars, and I figured if I was going to get a puzzle, I might as well get one that they'll want to do afterwards.
This is the way.
It's literally every movie that we watch is either Star Wars or Marvel in my house. 5 boys, what are you going to do? So here's the thing that I always start with in terms of the foundation of your business. I think you need to start off with strategy first. Like, what is the game plan? Before I ever try anything new, like when Clubhouse comes out or when TikTok comes out or when some new strategy comes out, before I ever try anything new, I'm like, what's my ultimate strategy? How am I going to take this through from marketing into sales? So that's the very first thing that we're going to start with.
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
So what should your strategy look like? What is that foundation of the strategy? Let's take a look here. If we look at these pieces and we figure out how do we get this bottom row of the puzzle together. By the way, I'm very impressed that I got that up without breaking it. One try. Okay, so the very first thing that we're going to look at is how to take our marketing and make sure it leads all the way to sales, and then our sales turning into repeat sales. That's the foundation. I don't care if you're doing Facebook ads. I don't care if you're doing LinkedIn. I don't care what you're doing on top of it. I care that you have this bottom piece in place. So the first thing is the marketing assets. What do you need to produce in order to get your marketing to work? So this is going to be copywriting, this is going to be graphic design, this is going to be branding materials. This is all the stuff that you need to build. Next to that is visibility. So how will people actually see that this is happening? If they don't see it, it doesn't matter if you have a great landing page. Next we have lead capture. So how are you going to get the lead? There's nothing worse than having something go semi-viral and having it be unconnected to literally everything else, and there's no way to utilize it because you can't actually get names, emails, and phone numbers. Next, we have lead nurture and community building. You can't just grab a lead and be like, hey, I just met you and this is crazy, but buy my $25 million service. You have to build relationships. You have to nurture that relationship and build community and get them plugged in so that they know, like, and trust you. And you know what's funny? So many businesses, let's see if we can do this, have this, and they're not connected. It's so crazy. They don't have any way to transition your leads into the sale at all. Like, there's nothing in place. So they're marketing and then they're like selling, and the marketing isn't leading to the selling, and it's so much work for nothing. So we have to make sure that we build in place that transition to the sales. Now, once we get into the sales side of things, here's what's in your sales side. So we have your sales scripts. That's the foundational piece. If you're needing support in your sales scripts, go grab a free copy of my sales book. It's called the I'm Not a Salesperson sales book, Sell Like a Natural even if you're not, and you can get a free copy. The link is down below. It has all my templates for my scripts. Now, once the scripts are in place, now you need conversion support. This is where you really need to track the different lead stages, and you need to be able to see the client journey and build support pieces for each place. So let's say that like you have your setter script works really well, but there's a low show ratio. So not enough people are showing up for their appointments. Well, then you need to go in and build in some conversion support around that particular piece in your sales journey. So the next thing is once we get the deal, we need the onboarding processes to be smooth. Once you take a client's money, what happens right after, they are so critical of it. They are watching like a hawk to see if you put as much care into them being a new client as you did into getting their business in the first place. So we need a tight onboarding process. Then we need to do a really good job taking care of our customers. So you can call that customer support, you can call it creating a wow experience, you can call it whatever you want to. But you've got to build happy, successful customers. Because guess what? Successful customers refer, and they will bring you more business. So if we can make our customers successful at what they wanted, then that is how you build a strong foundation for your business. Okay, now, so satisfying. Okay, now we can talk about what we're going to add on top of it. So I am going to flip this back over because otherwise I can't see what matches. But now we can look at it and we can say, okay, now I have my foundation. What is going to be a good match? And we can try out some other things. I'm not really a puzzle person, but I'm gonna go with browns here because there's a lot of browns and see if I can find something that fits.
This is the way.
So I literally spent the last like 2 minutes trying to find one puzzle piece that fits. And let this be a lesson to you all that sometimes you don't hit it the first try. You might say, oh, I'm gonna try LinkedIn, and then you realize your LinkedIn campaigns, like your clients are not on LinkedIn. That's okay because you tried something. And then you might try something like, oh, I'm gonna try Facebook groups, and you realize that you despise Facebook groups and it's just not a fit for you. And then you have the magic moment where you realize, dun da da, that when you go and you speak, you generate a crap ton of business. I just said it, the C word. So what you're going to do is you're going to then test and try out other pieces on top of this. Because you have a foundation for them to plug into, you can actually be successful at it. And everything that you put on top of it already has, I love it every time that works, it already has all this stuff in place. So you will know that when you do speaking gigs, for example, you have the marketing assets, you have the visibility strategy, you can capture the leads, you can nurture the leads, you know how to transition them into a sale, you have the right scripts in place, you have the right conversion in place, the right onboarding process, customer service, and referrals. You can feel confident that it's going to work. Now, here is one of my big frustrations that I see with my clients. So often when clients come to me, they have none of that, but what they do have is a really sad story about this. So they have a big fat fail of, I spent $50,000 on Facebook ads and I didn't convert a single client. Or I've been spending $3,000 a month on my SEO and I haven't converted a single client. They have a really sad story about this. And it's really easy to look at it and say it's that person's fault, or the person that I hired, or the team that I hired, or whatnot. You guys, whatever marketing team you hire, they're coming in with the assumption that you have this in place and that it is actually connected. Because if your system is broken and you have all these puzzle pieces, then I don't know what to do for you. Now, the other frustration, well, actually, I do know what to do for you because this is what I do. They don't know what to do for you. Now, the other frustration that I see from clients is they go, but I spent a lot of money on this piece, and I spent a lot of money on this piece, and I spent a lot of money on this piece, and I don't want to have to spend more money. I just want these pieces to work.
Well, that's the real trick, isn't it?
I also understand that until this is all in place, Try it again. Take 2. Until this is all in place, you can keep spending on these and it's just not going to work the way that you want it to. So be willing to really look at your foundation and make sure that you have the right pieces at the base in order for you to be able to be truly successful.
Some rescue. You came in here, didn't you have a plan for getting out?
So if you specifically want to know a little bit more about the front half of this, which is how to get your marketing working, this is a huge frustration I hear from people so often. I'm going to recommend that you go check out our video, which is how to create successful marketing campaigns, 5 key components to your strategy. So we'll link that above. I hope that this has been helpful for you. I would love to hear from you in the comments. If you're new to the channel, make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell notification so you can get notified every time we release new content. If you want to hang out more and let me be your business bestie who has got your back, then come join me in the Acquire Facebook group. I would love to connect with you there and answer your questions and get to know you and your business better. And last but not least, if you want some help on figuring out like where your pieces are disconnected or maybe which critical one is missing, then fill out the Sales and Marketing GPS. It's going to take you about 10 minutes. It will really assess where you're at with your sales and marketing. It's going to help you map out a game plan for how to get on track, and then we'll give you an 8-page improvement plan that goes over details of what you need to do in order to get your business moving on the right direction. All right, my friends, go be amazing.